Okay, we are going live.
Like my dance.
Like my dance.
Like my
there
dance. What's going on, Mark? You always seems to be busy, huh?
You know what, Vlad? I like being busy. It's actually quite, it's quite relaxing for me, actually. I'm at home, there is really nowhere to go, right? So we're in quarantine. And guess what? From Monday in Kiev, the metro will be shut down for like 2 weeks. So there is absolutely nowhere to go.
Well, it seems that you keep yourself busy all the time, so that's good. And I enjoyed being in your previous project, where you guys have included really great bands from all over the world, and I'm happy that you gave me opportunity to maybe say something less or more wise, I don't know, in this project too. So we'll see about that. We'll see about that in the comments. Yeah,
it's I guess it kind of, judging isn't easy, isn't it? Like having to judge a competition, it's difficult. And I think
for sure there is a certain responsibility if you want to do it right, So, but I mean, the whole process was a really enjoyable one. I mean, in one way, it was a pleasure. It was an honor to be a part of having a vote and having a privilege to get to kind of give your opinion on so many that will be validated and will be taken into account on so many great artists all across the world. And in one way, it's a privilege because at that time when we were, well, me, and I'm sure for the other guys that we met during, other the judges that we met during this process, we felt we were a part of something, and that, I think that is in this time really a great thing, instead of kind of, I think taking this kind of responsibility gives you another kind of a push part, a little bit meaning and stuff that keeps you occupied, keeps you what you do important. So that's good. That's good. And the same goes, I think, for those bands. They not having a place to play live aside of the online. Now somebody comes to you and tells you, look, now this is what we want to do. We want to engage you, want to give you a reason to get together to make this happen. You need to do what you love to do, make a song or play a song for us, and we'll connect you globally, and a lot of people will hear about it. So I think everybody was included in this in a very positive way, and I'm sure they felt really good being a part of it. And that goes the same with this project. It's just another team, let's say, like this.
Yes, like my dance. It took us how we came up with the name, Vlad. It was hectic, it was funny, we used every parts of our brain, but then we finally came up with a name that, we were all like, finally, we were like, okay, this is it. That's it. We're not changing it. We're going to go with Like My Dance. So, and also what the name itself, it covers all genres, right? Because we're starting with salsa, but we're not going to finish with salsa, right? We have a lot of different dance styles. So, so for the audience that's watching, welcome. We have a few people that are watching right now. Like My Dance is an online salsa competition. All you need is 90 seconds of your time, 90 seconds of your time to do the best choreography of your life. You need to film it and then edit it Really, really cool. Submit it. You can win €1,000. Isn't that
What's
cool?
the deadline, Mark? What's the deadline?
May 31st.
Yeah,
May
plenty of
May
time.
31st. A lot of time. A lot of time. And you know, here's the cool thing about it, because we have a few people on our team, and I have one of my brothers, Leon Rose. He's a really important part of the Like My Dance project. And you know, he mentioned something one day that you know, when you go to a competition, right? You have, you know, you get pumped, you train for months, hours, training. And then you get on that stage, you only have one try to get it right.
Mm.
Yeah. With this competition, you can record, watch, I don't like. You can record, watch, I don't like. You can record it many, many times until you have the right, until you feel really good, and then you submit it. So pretty dope, pretty cool.
Yeah, look, when I was when you asked me for this interview, a talk, meeting, talk online about this, you know, I understand. You know, we speak in a public space, and we all want to be smart about what we say, but
Right.
not so much about it. But I want to come prepared to you, and how I prepare is to have a thought about the subject we are, of course, speaking, and I write myself few notes.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and what, yeah.
No, sorry. We actually have a question.
Yeah.
So one of the questions is, can the routine be less than 90 seconds? Yes, it can. What's important? The question is from Danny K. So Danny, yes, it could be less than 90 seconds. Just don't go too much less, but don't go too over 90 seconds. So it cannot go over 90 seconds. You have about 5 seconds for your intro. You have about 5 seconds for your outro. So the actual finished product can be 100 seconds, take that 10 seconds. But yes, it can be less than 90 seconds, Danny. But don't come and give us a 30-second routine and take up out now. All right, still give us something. Yes. So Danny, I hope that can answer your question. And no, Danny, there is no solo in this round. There is no solo. We're only doing couples and groups, but you can actually do footwork. So you don't have to make connection, and you can still keep your social distance while you're doing your footwork. All right, Vlad, sorry.
Yeah,
Notes.
no, what I wanted to say is, and we talked, you know, when we talked even before this project saw the light of the day, and we speak with each other, and we kind of advise each other. For you advise me for certain stuff, and I give you my opinions for this, and it's great because when you mentioned to me this project, for me it immediately, you know, it doesn't for people who show groups or performers who want to attend this, you know, you can look at it from this side. Oh, it's online, it's just, I'll wait for the real thing. However, I would say that is a very limited point of view, and when we spoke about it, I told you my opinions. The online is a different media.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You cannot watch it and compare it to the live experience, but it does offer different opportunities. And as you already mentioned, now in your competition, you have a place where people can express their creativity, dancing creativity with choreography, like they're doing for the live experience. However,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
they can play with more being creative, because it is, as you said, it will be a recorded thing, so it will have a production, which means you can be the creative all you want. And now here is the part where maybe it gives opportunity to some people that are kind of good on all levels, but maybe are not top performers, but they can
Yes.
still win. They can
Right,
still win.
right.
This is another ball, another game, another, let's say, another game, and it's great. And I think you guys should put this in this perspective, because many people will maybe see this competition. Oh, I will have not so good show because these guys will come and perform, and their show is better than mine. Yes, but
Yes,
maybe in
yes,
different conditions.
yes, yes.
This is like, I know Leon is practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you know, but he knows, and you know, martial arts in with one rules, you are the top competitor, the winner, the top dog, and then you go changing the rules, you go to another set of games, and then you lose the first round. So this is the same with this, you know. People should not be discouraged with, okay, this is a show competition, my show was never the best, there is always these guys who are better. I would say this is the opportunity to use other skills that you guys have, or other people have, and try to be better in this. And there is no way if you're going to win or no, but I feel like in this online world there's like a playing field, you know. It kind of, before you had a lot of like a hierarchy of kind of people groups, who is on the top, who is B category, C, A, or something like this. I do think that this online experience that we are now kind of experiencing will be adding onto the live experience that we already have once things started, and it's going to be it's not going to be a substitute for this, but it's going to be something that, you know, it will have its purpose. And now
Yeah.
it is only thing we have. So
Right,
I would
exactly.
encourage, I would encourage. I mean, we had a project, a charity. You know, we had a charity party
Yes.
every year for last 10 years live, and we couldn't do it live 2020. We did it online, and we had a whole day full of things, you know, interviews, blah. And there was a slot of half an hour of the show program, and we had 4 show groups making their videos. Every video was special in their own way, you know.
Cool.
And I was actually amazed about the creativity, how the guys put it. And you know, some people put it with 2-3 cameras, changing the point of view, and it was like a production. So
Right.
in one way, even the not top show, it can look like out of this world. And
So
that's what I like. That's what I like, because this is a new media, and we have a different set of rules.
Right.
So
here's what you need to do,
yeah.
Vlad. Those four shows, you need to contact them, give me their contacts. I'm gonna be on them tomorrow. I'm gonna get them to do the 90 seconds.
Great,
Yeah.
great.
I'm gonna
No,
have
for
them do the
sure.
90 seconds.
Look, I wasn't personally reaching out to them. You know, I don't want to be somebody that all the time tells somebody what to do, and it's, you know, but I would, you know, I would give them and give you their contacts, and then you take it on
All
from
right.
there.
Perfect. Okay. Good. So for everyone that's watching, we're on here with Vladimir. He's one of the organizers of the SeaSunSalsa festivals in Ravine. We missed it last year. We really, really missed it. Most of us, we were crying. We were in tears. But, you know, good thing, as you said, we have the online where we can fill in all those gaps. So we're having a chat with Vlad about the Like My Dance competition, right? Salsa online competition. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, I actually put the Zoom link in the chat. So if you have any questions, we're gonna do something that I haven't seen. You can jump on live, ask us the question, and we will answer it. Will be our pleasure to answer it. But please make sure that you're wearing clothes. We don't want any, you know, naked stuff on. This is a family show, all right? But feel free to jump on. Now,
We like
Vlad,
we like surprises, but
yes, but not,
there
yeah,
are limits.
yeah. You know, I always enjoy, you know, coming to your festival. It's, you know, it's one of my favorites. Not only because of production, but the sun and the sea and all that stuff. But one of my highlights is always to when the doors open for your for the salsa week, for the shows, when your doors are finally open for the shows. And I made a video and I posted it, I think 2 years ago. You see that mad rush of people coming in trying to find the best seats because they're just super excited about the shows for the salsa week.
Or
And it
maybe,
gets,
or maybe they're tired and they want to have a seat.
or maybe that too. But the way how I see some people sprinting, I don't think that they're tired. But here's a question for you, Vlad, because I always, you know, I always see you front and center, ready for the shows, like you're always pumped up. What percentage? Because it's a question that I've always wanted to ask you, but how important are the shows for you for your festival?
Well, I wouldn't say that that the shows are the biggest highlight of our event. I think if I said that, I mean, it would not be true. It's not even true in my head, and I wouldn't kind of try to sell it to anybody. Everybody, of course, comes for the mixture of dance and socializing at the beach and sun. But we never crossed all the many people see us only as a party festival, because for them in their heads it is. We never wanted to be only that. I always wanted to have this very important educational part of the program, which is made of the workshops, of the certain structures, boot camps, pre-festival days, and etc., and of the presentation program that highlights and presents the our Latin, our culture of social dancing in best lights, and that includes the show program, which is partly outside in the main city plaza, and one show night inside as a gala show, and that perfectly fits with all the variety of the other program that we have. I would say we are lucky that we run an event where we don't have a shortage of what we're going to put this day so people are happy, how we can make this day full of program. I mean, there is so many things available for us in this beautiful city that we can put on, that sometimes you don't want to put too many things in one day. And that's one of the reasons why our event is so long, because we found we can offer many things for people that we need many days. We just cannot put everything, so people. But in the highlight of the event, so last few days, we want to push the envelope, and we want to make everything kind of explode, and that is with the concerts and also with this gala show program that kind of makes a final package and celebration of the festival as one of the final highlights of the festival. And they are very important for us because, as you see, we try to make a nice production and raise the production every year better and better. We try to work with the artists to. We also learn every time, you know, with this and yeah. So it's very important. Might not be the biggest reason why people come, but for us is, you know, we take it seriously.
Now, one of the reasons why I asked that, and one of the reasons why we are doing this competition is, you know, during the last year or so while in quarantine, as we mentioned before, we don't really have much to do. So we end up spending a lot of times after we've done all our hobbies and outside walking, bike riding and stuff, we come home, we go on the phones and we look at Instagram. And I've been going through Instagram, and let me tell you, Vlad, there is so much talent out there. So much talent, so much young talent. I can't do half of the stuff these kids are doing now, you know? So, you know, one of the reasons why, you know, we did this competition is to give some of these dancers a reach where they can, where people like yourself, organizers of top festivals, can actually see, you know, and maybe give them the opportunity to be on the big stage where they may not have gotten that opportunity before, right? So basically, when you're selecting the teams or couple or group to come on the Croatian Summer Salsa Festival stage, what's some of the things that you look for in a show that, you know, say, you know what, these guys, you know, they can be, I would love to have them on my stage?
I mean, you put the question in a way that it can be put in another, but you connected it to what I need to find in artists when I look for the festival. A more general question would be, what do I like in the show?
Yeah,
it's not this, it's kind of the same what I like in the show, but it's not always the same as how do I look on the show if I look it to book for the festival, or how do I look show in general? Because when I'm looking for the festival, it has additional different criteria than just if I like the show.
Okay,
that's what I want. So you ask me when I'm looking for my event, what I look in the show, and that is somehow different. I'll give you a different answer than if you just ask me what I like in the show. So when I'm booking the show for the festival, many spots are already booked by the artists we invite, because when you invite the artist, you want a full package. You already bring in the artist, you're investing in the accommodation, flights, etc. So why not have this artist also doing the show? So I would say most of the organizers do it that way because of the budgeting. You simply need to also take care about the budget. You need to fit in. So you want to have artists that can satisfy many criteria, being good a teacher, nice performance, or great performance, depending how many show nights you have, how many shows you want to do. Now, as I said before, and people might think, we have only 2 nights of show, but as I said, we have so much to give to people aside from the shows that they can see maybe on some other events. So thus we concentrate our show nights only for 2 nights in the event, and we don't have more than 7 shows on Friday, maybe 8, and 15 shows on Saturday, sometimes 16, and that's it. And when you think about it, a lot of these spots are already filled with the artists that we invite for teaching. So there are maybe 5 spots left that we fill in with some other groups, individuals.
Sure,
and now
sure.
We come to the point of, can a couple that we bring only for the show be good to make an impact, and fill that big stage in front of 2,000 people? Oh, it can, but well, then we will have this couple as an artist, not just for the show. So basically, the only option we do invite then, it's groups, because usually it's a group shows, as you know, they, by sheer number of people involved, they provide more energy. Even if the show does not appeal good, they fill more space, their costume looks more nice than a couple. So as you know, for a couple, it's harder to, if you are not really great artist, really great performance, and impactful, it's harder to be impactful as a couple than as a group.
Okay, so let me stop you. Wait, hold on. Let me stop you there before.
Yeah.
So what's impactful for you? Like, what do they need to do on stage for it to impact you?
So that's now I'll talk about my preference, but I think it does coincide. It does coincide with a lot of these points coincide with what other organizers look, because we talk to each other and we kind of think the same. So for example, sometimes we look for the show that is done, being by a group or a couple. For me, if it raises a certain positive emotion after I see it, excitement, either kind of if they strike me with some authenticity of either couple relation with each other, or relation of the couple or group with the music, or expressing the culture. I think I sent you a show today about amateur group dancing on merengue and bachata, and I loved it. Not professionals, but the choreography was good, and I could see the people were, although not professional, they were embodied with this feeling of this music emotion. And for me, the technique came secondary. I wasn't, the technique wasn't as important. It was good enough to express the flavor, the energy, the character of the music. And I could not divide, okay, this is the music, this is the group. At all time, there are two things. For me, they become one. So
can we sorry, don't mean to stop you, but
we can if you want to.
Can we check that video out? Yeah, okay.
I hope.
Take two. Can we check that video out? So everyone that's listening, here we go.
I almost jumped to my feet.
man, I love myself when I hear that bachata get that ding 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 ding. Man, that makes me so happy, man. Yeah, that's a perfect example. So for everyone that's joining us, welcome to Like My Dance online salsa competition. We're having a chat with Vladimir. We're talking about the competition that we've launched, where you just need 90 seconds, a 90-second choreography with some nice videography, some nice editing. You submit it to us. We have a panel of judges. We choose our top 10, and then the general public, the audience, will vote for the winner. So yeah, when I see a show like that, it makes me happy, and that's a perfect example of a team that can actually enter this competition. And based on the audience, they can actually win, because there's a lot of energy, nice costumes, the music is really cool, the merengue and the bachata, loved it, awesome.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, when you mention merengue in our social dancing circles, people run away from it. And here you see a show where you don't see flips, you don't see kick, you know, you don't see big stuff.
Yes.
But you got, you know, you want to get up and dance with them. And that for me is a sign of few things. It's a sign of good choreographer. One couple is professional here, so I need to mention that they are not all amateurs. It's a good choreographer which does know the intricacies of the music, of that kind of music. Is connected, and the guy's Dominican. So, and is obviously a very good choreographer. It is also obviously very good teacher that transfers this to the students. And obviously the show is very, very rehearsed, which is one of the most important things. Yes. Because I think if you don't rehearse it enough, you don't feel comfortable, you just cannot feel, you cannot express it in a way the shows deserves, the music deserves. And there you can always see that, you know, especially even with professionals when they do first time the routine, you know, everything you do the first time, it's always breaking the ice, you know, getting to know your routine, you know, in front of the people. But if you did it, you've been there. Well, I've been there too, not as much time as you, but I can.
I was there when you were there. I was there when you were there too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that is very important. So sometimes even a really great show can look bad if it's too optimistic. So then sometimes you know, when you sometimes see couples, they really went. I mean, they went to Adolfo. They took hard choreography, but it's just not fitting. They do crazy stuff, but it doesn't look like it's rehearsed. It doesn't feel like this is made for them. It feels like a copy. It just they did not make it authentic. And I think this is something that when I see it, I don't think about it. It just brings in me emotions, and I surrender to the show. And if you know, after 20 seconds I look aside and, you know, try to fill my time, it's not that, obviously something is not good.
That's one of the hardest things as a performer, being on stage and, you know, you're engaging with the audience and you're seeing some people just kind of looking aside, you know, that's like, it's so demoting. I'm not saying it happened to me, but probably did. I mean, but yeah.
I'm kind of telling, I just want to make a point that the show, although not technically like the best it can be, it can pull you in. It can pull you in, and if the right stuff is aligned, and of course if it's rehearsed well. So that's something that is kind of top thing, because, you know, we've seen a lot of shows, we've traveled a lot. So if the show does it to me, or does it to you, or does it to other artists, then it will do it for other dancers who didn't see so much stuff as we did. You know, so that's I see, look, I've seen a lot of stuff, good and bad, but this is really good. It means it has certain qualities.
Yes.
And I think, you know, is the same in everything. You know, if you are you with certain time spent somewhere, your eye gets more refined to see these things.
Yeah.
So yeah. But as I say, I try to feel it with the heart. If it strikes me in the heart, emotions, the music, the choreography, that also the presentation is big part. You know, you've seen the beautiful costumes, of course they play the part in this. So yeah.
So for everyone that's joining, welcome to Like My Dance online salsa competition. Please don't forget to follow us at Like My Dance online. And if you have any questions, guys, please feel free to ask. We're here to take questions. And as you mentioned, costume, Vlad, the cool thing about this competition too is that you don't have to spend hundreds of euros for costumes, right? We just want people to do a great choreography. Yes, they can, you know, wear something nice, but it doesn't have to be all the bling, all the stones, you know, just wear something nice, something that suits and fits the choreography, right? So that's something really cool about this also. And so you had mentioned, I like what you had mentioned about, you know, not doing lifts and tricks and all that stuff, because I think the next video that I had asked you for as one of your favorites, and it's actually one of mine too, because I like the simplicity. I like the simplicity of it, and you know, the musicality, really nice. So wait, I think someone has a question. Let's see. Okay, I guess not. He requested to join the Zoom chat, but yes. Dusty, do you have a question for us? Doesn't look like he does. Okay, so can we take a look at this video, Vlad? Your next.
Whenever you are ready.
Okay.
Always get the goosebumps. I don't know about you.
Yes, but the routine is it's so simple, it's beautiful, it's elegant. You know, it's a perfect example where you don't have to do all these crazy tricks and lifts to actually get the goosebumps, to get a positive reaction. And actually, it is one of my favorite Adolfo pieces, and I've seen him perform from very long, when he was a teenager, and it's still one of my favorites from him.
Yeah, I mean, all the criteria that I mentioned before, they check out in this video too. But I would say, you know, we have like a mastery presented on the stage in this video, because you know, when they say when you make simple things, well, hard things look easy, but they are not easy. But this is they can, you know, they can do much more, but they make the simple things look like magnetic appeal. You know, you look at that show and you have a feeling of, no matter how big the stage is, it doesn't matter. You look at them and everything else disappears. So that's how I kind of always, when I look this show, it's like spot on. I look there, I take a breath and I enjoy. And if you see it, yeah, you see simple mambo routine being performed by two amazing dancers in a masterful way. And the music, what to say about it? It's beautiful music. So yeah, and you can see that it just proved that you don't need to go flying, you know, to get all energetic with all the crazy stuff. And it just gives more credit to Adolfo and Tanya that promote especially Adolfo promotes mambo in kind of its original way. He does mixes it with some Afro-Cuban elements, but basically a lot of his shows are just plain mambo routines, and he makes them look like,
Yeah.
So, and that's,
So,
you know, that I mean, that's why he has the success that he has. So
yeah.
needed to
So
mention that, man.
Yeah. So Dusty, you have a question.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Vladimir? Nice to
Hello, Dusty. Hello.
nice to virtually
Nice to meet
meet
you.
and nice to see you again, Mark. And really appreciate the content and the videos you shared so far. So thank you for that. I wanted to actually ask you a little bit about your event, actually. And so, if I understand correctly, it didn't happen last year.
Yeah, 2020 didn't happen
And
because
is
it's in
is
June.
it gonna happen this year?
Well, let me think about it.
Fingers crossed.
We moved it to end of August. It's very hard to predict what's going to happen. I do predict there is certain chance that we're going to do it, but of course, it's not going to be as big as it was before.
And then kind
at
of
least
a question.
2021. At least 2021.
Crossing our fingers, and in Sweden
Yeah.
they hold their thumbs. So
Yes.
we're doing
Yes.
we do that. But then a follow-up question: you've booked artists. Let me get this straight. You've booked artists now from your last year's event, and then I mean, as a promoter, I'm just thinking out loud, and an event organizer. That must be quite challenging, for you that you booked artists last year, and if this year hopefully happens, but if it doesn't happen, I mean, what are your thoughts on maintaining that same group of artists for when the event actually takes place? Could you share a little about how you manage that?
I would be delightful to talk about it, and I would just do it short because it goes away from the subject. It's more promotion for me, but I don't want to put the subject to like my dance. So in short, we work. Of course, this big disruption with COVID is just that. It's disruption. It basically levels the field, and we will definitely talk with artists that we have worked before and booked for 2020 edition. When we see how things will roll out, we will contact them and inform them about how we're going to continue. Because I think everybody until now understands that many things have changed and everybody needs to adjust, including artists, including organizers, including dancers. So I think what our goal is to make the event happen under almost any conditions legally available. So
Great.
So that means if it's 200 people, we're going to make it for 200 people. If it's for 500, we're going to make for 500 people. And according to that, we will adjust our artist lineup. But yeah, I think at this point, it's very hard to predict, how we're going to roll. We will be making certain decisions based on the situation in May and June.
Awesome, thanks for that.
Yeah.
You showed a show with Junior and his team.
Yes.
So fun fact, they're from Sweden. So what's up, Sweden?
Yes. They are great. They're great. Yeah.
That looks like quite an exclusive show. That is, I've never seen. I rarely see merengue shows and merengue típica, and at events, especially at salsa events. So that was awesome and really fun to see. Do you also strive to have exclusive shows for your event? So when you book an artist, do you say, "Hey, I want that performance only in my event"?
No. I have the problem with that, and I understand there is a problem a little bit with that because we are at the end of the season. Artists always prepare the new shows for the start of the season and then roll it out during the year. Hopefully, until end of the year, their show is so well rehearsed that they perform it really good on our event. But basically, I understand that if they make it only for us and then have a summer of no shows, so we don't give them this hard pressure on their back. And yes, that show might have been seen from the audience all around, but there is so many people that haven't seen that show. And you know, as Mark said, people running to see the shows is a good sign that they, even if they seen some shows, they know we deliver great numbers that they want to see again in some different environment. So yeah, this one with Junior, I especially like, as I said to Mark, because both Junior and Adolfo, they kind of simple, you know, you have merengue, but you see how it can be fun, energetic, authentic, and so thing. And with Adolfo, it's a nice romantic music, but then you can't take your eyes off it. So I would be stupid like if I say, no, Adolfo, I don't want that show, I want you to make only for me. You know, if the I do say, look, I like this show better than the other show that you do, so I choose the shows that artists provide me. But you know, I would rather go to have that show because I found it really good than to maybe, you know, have something exclusive, but maybe who knows how it's going to be.
Cool, thanks. And then last question, if a dancer was going to come up to you at your event and say, hey, I want to be at your event on stage next year. And if they said to you, hey, in 3 words, describe what kind of show I need to do to get in, what would you say?
Oh man, look, first it would be great to, I don't mind when people come and ask me that, because it's a sign of determination. It's a sign of, you know, ambition, and without ambition you cannot achieve anything. But you know, a lot of people think, you know, oh, I'm just gonna be, oh, my friend, you know, they immediately cross this professional line, and they think if they have the drink with me, they're going to be on the stage. So eventually it comes down to, for them to, if I don't know who is them, there's no chance they're going to be on my stage if I don't see their performance first, or if I didn't see them somewhere else, because I cannot take the risk of just, yeah, this is the stage, 2,000 people, just kick it off. I would say, look, give me, I mean, I like these authentic shows. I wouldn't say make me a crazy show, because sometimes not a crazy show can be nice. Although I did say to one group, I would say, and from Ukraine, and not the one you think about, when they sent me a show, I told them, I would love to have you there, but I would love that you guys put your energy up, because the way how you do it now, I'm willing to reconsider if you make it more stronger. So I would kind of tell them, send me what you have, and then maybe we can talk from that point. And then I will see if that fits in my vision for my show. For example, Berlin Salsa Congress has a more clear vision of what they want to do. They have every year a theme, and then they fit the shows in the theme. So maybe they have more demands. For me, yeah, I would say just give me what you got, and let's see if that fits with me.
I got 3 words. I got 3 words that you mentioned, and I'm gonna say it to you. You said authentic, strength, and energy. Would that sound right?
Yeah, that would also be good. Yeah.
Cool.
It's a tough question, though.
Yeah,
tough question. Tough question.
Because I don't want to take out from this artist. If I put him in one direction, maybe it's not good. That guy cannot deliver that. He can deliver better something else. So that's why it's hard to say to somebody, I need this, you know, because somebody can deliver that, but somebody can deliver something else.
Cool. Well, thanks for your time, Vladimir. I appreciate it. Thanks,
Thank you very much.
Dusty, for everyone that's listening that join in, Dusty is the co-founder or the founder, I'm not sure, of Aguza. And Aguza is the one that's putting on all these cool projects, Salsa Song Contest, Like My Dance, So Dusty is the man. It's a privilege working with him. Okay, so now you can go.
The privilege is all mine, having a great team and people that are passionate. I think somebody mentioned in the chat before, DJ Mosquetero, Xander Cage, passion, and we all have it. I mean, all of the guests that are coming on, everyone that's dedicating, contributing, and collaborating to make salsa big. So that's what Agusal's mission is, amongst others. So we're happy to have people like yourself as well, Mark, and I want to thank you back.
Cool.
So I will say bye now and have a good evening, everyone.
All right.
Good night, Sweden.
Bye, Dusty.
Okay.
Ciao,
Yeah,
Vladimir. Bye.
Ciao, ciao. So for everyone that's listening, once again, Like My Dance is it's a new online salsa competition that's happening right now. All you need is 90 seconds for a nice routine. You can use different mini cameras, drones, outside, inside, behind a green screen, for couples and for groups. All the information is on www.likemydance.com. You can see the rules of entry. You can see the judging criteria. You can see the judges, right? We have some cool judges, and they will be responsible for choosing the top 10. And once we have that top 10, then the audience who is watching it on our live show in June will vote for the winner, right? So that, that kind of comes back to what you said earlier, Vlad, that you don't have to be professional to enter this competition, because at the end of the day, it's really about, how popular they are, how many of their friends and family are voting for them, right? Or maybe they have a really good combination of a nice routine and nice video editing, because we're looking for the full package, right? So anyone can enter this competition. You don't have to be a professional. You just have to love salsa, be passionate about salsa dancing and music. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Like My Dance Online and on Facebook at Like My Dance Online. So Vlad, it's always, we haven't seen each other face to face since I think Vienna, right? Vienna 2019.
Too long.
Wow. But we've been hanging out online and stuff, having a little, rum and cokes or scotch, a little brandy,
Yeah,
wine.
That hug is overdue and it's going to be long.
Yeah. So, before we finish, do you spend much time online, Vlad, or do you have time to, watch videos and, maybe on Instagram, YouTube?
I didn't quite understand the question. Do I spend?
I say, do you have time to actually, go on Instagram or YouTube and look at, some cool dance videos and stuff?
I spend a lot of time online, but I also do sometimes looking the videos, sometimes just listening some podcasts, mostly educational stuff. Mostly not so much dance related at this point, but also sometimes for business and so on. But definitely when something like this is going on, I try to tune in to follow what's happening, and definitely I will be one of the voters for when you guys will have top 10. Yes, and we'll follow what you guys do. Because I find it very important to not to support and not lose the in touch with the community, and this is all we have at this point. As you said, we didn't see each other in face-to-face live in person, but we did see, and it doesn't feel like we didn't see from Vienna 2019. So obviously this medium is not so bad after all.
And I'm really kind of enjoying spending the time, because I'm actually discovering a lot of really great talent, cool talent out there in dance, in music, right? Even some, some funny videos, I'll be on my couch just laughing out loud for like, for like no reason, so yes, we are going to keep pushing the online. We're going to keep doing these projects. Even when we get back to some kind of a normal, we're still going to be pushing these projects because for me, it's exciting. And after the salsa version, we're gonna go into the bachata version, which is fun again. So, and then after that, the sky's the limit. So, yeah. So for everyone that's listening, again, thank you for joining us on Like My Dance. It's almost like the Like My Dance channel.
Mark, I need to say just a small thing, and I will say to you, and I think it goes. I mean, you guys are doing really great job. As I said, although I think, from our standpoint, sometimes you don't get this. I also sometimes feel, you involving so much time in the various online projects you're doing, and you don't get that feedback because, like in the events, I'm at my event, I see these people, I talk with some, I talk with artists, and then you did the event, you see all the aftermath after the event, the bills, this and this, and then and everybody know there was an event. After projects like this, sometimes you don't know where you stand on. However, there is no alternative to this, and I just want to kind of tell you that I feel that we must keep kind of having this motivation to do it, because I think it works. I think it keeps the community together. I think it gives benefit to certain people, not everybody, but somebody will join the Like My Dance, somebody will go to Mo Flex's salsa, remind me what's his show,
Corona de Salsa.
Corona de Salsa. Somebody will go to Julian Mr. M, somebody will go to Leon Rose show and see his videos. If we don't do it, disappear, then but this is keeping this fabric alive. And for I see so much benefits, for people who join, for example, your project. I don't know if people see it, but this is like making the video to apply for this project, for this competition, is a small project that you need to put in so many skills, and along the way learn new ones, that after that you are a better dancer, you're better the choreographer, you're better leader, you're better producer, so basically this project gives meaning, so everybody that jumps on this will get something out of it, even if they don't win the €1,000. So that is something I think we need to remind ourselves when we do this stuff, that it does matter, because in online, you cannot touch it, you cannot talk with this guy in a person, you don't think it's happening because everything is like zeros and ones, but it is. So this is kind of my last thing. I wanted to
thank you
give my support, and also invite people, because it's only online, it's not only online, it's really a challenge to get this through. And when you start doing it and you finish with that video at the end, which is 90 seconds, behind the 90 seconds there's so much things you can do and learn. So that's what I wanted to kind of how I see this.
Appreciate that, Vlad. Appreciate feedback really helps us, because we want to be able to do our best and give everyone the best product. So the feedback is also great. Well, Vlad, thank you very much for your time, sir. Always a pleasure. Always hanging out, chatting and laughing, and so
we'll have another session. we'll have another session with drinks as usual.
Of course. Yes, yes. So for everyone who is joining us, we have the SeaSunSalsa events in Rovine. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to happen mid-August to beginning of September with Opatia, with SSD, Summer Salsa, Summer Sensual Days in Rovine, and Croatia Summer Salsa Festival in Rovine. So, Vlad, what is your website?
CrossSalsaFestival.com and SummerSensual.com. Yeah.
All right.
Or
so
SeaSunSalsa.com, where we have links to everything else.
All right. So go there, check it out. If you're looking for that dancing vacation, this is the spot. Take it from me. I've been there for the last 5-6 years. This is the spot. Yeah. So likemydance.com for all the information. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at likemydanceonline. 90 seconds, that's all you need. So tune in tomorrow on Instagram, on our Instagram channel. We have Leon Rose will be going live with one of the legends, the OGs of salsa, Ishmael Otero. So you can go to Instagram. Yeah, so you can go on Instagram tomorrow. Check that out at 8 o'clock Central Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That is at Like My Dance Online, the Instagram channel. So Vlad, thank you very much. Give my love to the family and send some of that good Croatian weather my way, please. We need.
It's getting really good here, so yeah.
Please send just a little bit, man. Just a little bit. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I hope we will see each other end of August, and we continue,
Yes.
of course, our sessions.
Yes,
And
yes.
I can't wait to see these videos. And I'm excited to check them out.
Yes, and everyone, entry is free. So it costs you nothing to join this competition, to send your videos. All right, Vlad, everyone, good night. Vladimir, thank you very much.
Mark, it was a pleasure.
Yes, my name is Mark Anthony. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow on Instagram channel, 8 p.m. Central Eastern Time with Leon Rose and Ishmael Otero. He's one of the judges. So thank you guys and good night.